Let the crying begin over Concord. Oh my gosh. We reported yesterday that the game has been pulled offline, that Sony is going to be giving refunds to all customers. This is the biggest train wreck ever. They claim they're going to be redeveloping the game and learning from this, but I'm pretty sure this is dead on arrival. It's very possible they can use the engine, do something else, change it up, and call it a different game at this point. But the Concord brand is just an absolute disaster. Now, I'm half tempted to get one of those PS5 remotes or the controllers that are exclusive to this because, it might be a collector's item one day. I mean, how many people are actually going to have one of these at this point? I actually looked in the store, though, as an aside the other day. And as much as I do want one of these, maybe I'll start a GoFundMe for it because they're like $85. Like, it does look pretty cool, and it doesn't actually say Concord on it. So, I mean, it is something that might be worth using. This is my picture of what I was posting the other day. But at $85, a little bit too much. It's kind of, I think, what the people reacted to when they were looking at the game, going, "This is $39.99 for a genre of a game that's free to play for the most part. You can get Overwatch for free." And when we're supposed to pay for this and there's no single player game, this is insane. The only people who are upset about Concord getting pulled offline are people from IGN. And we're going to see a lot more of this, guys. The woke have taken massive failures. 2024 is the year that woke died. We have The Acolyte, just $200 million destroyed Star Wars. We have this $200 million destroyed Sony. We have Ubisoft with two huge failures about to hit with Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. We have Rings of Power, $1 billion investment by Amazon, losing half of its audience between Season 1 and Season 2. You can watch my video on that. It dropped this morning. And now they're going to start crying, and they're going to say, "You're letting the chuds win. The toxic people are winning." And we are. Fear us. It's really, really funny to me. But they have no audience. The modern audience doesn't exist. The DEI audience doesn't exist. As much as they tried to gaslight corporations, they tried to gaslight everybody, they have nothing. All they have is just a few small, loud echo chamber people, and everybody's kind of realizing and waking up to it at this point, and it's glorious. Let's make fun of what IGN writer Stella Chung says in just a moment, because this is really, really funny. It is a huge L for her and for her ilk, for Alyssa Mercante over at Kotaku, everybody, as Concord is just the ultimate failure and the ultimate representation of DEI. All right, my name's John Delarosa, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We are covering all the most important pop culture news here. And I'm also a content creator that's not failing, quite the opposite. This is our most successful graphic novel of all time. And if you love comic books, you love science fiction, you love what Star Wars used to be, Warhammer 40K used to be, you're going to really love The Hidden Emperor. Go check this out. It's in the description below. We are just a physical backer away from 35K with 12 days to go. I would love to get you this book. It's completely done, so it's going to be shipping out in the next couple of months. Really appreciate you guys for all the support so far. All right. IGN writer Stella Chung made an absurd claim that PlayStation never believed in Firewalk Studios' Concord game after it was shut down less than 2 weeks after it was released. Womp womp. Firewalk Studios director Ryan Ellis announced it was shutting it down. As we know, at this time, we decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. I saw Stuttering Craig got an extra copy before it went off shelves. Now he has more copies of Concord than probably anybody out there in the world. Congratulations, Stuttering Craig. So they'll be giving refunds to everybody. We determined the best path ahead. Concord sales will cease immediately. We will begin to offer full refund for all gamers who purchase the game for PS5 or PC. If you purchase the game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued to your original payment method. And then they said that there's going to be other refund stuff coming on for Steam players later via announcements. So here's Stella Chung from IGN. She says, "My heart breaks for Firewalk Studios." Play the sad piano music in the background here. Just imagine it. I'm too lazy to actually put it into a video, but just imagine it's there. "The fact that it wasn't even given at least 6 months To properly sit through a season and adjust as a proper live service game is insane to me. It's very clear that PlayStation didn't believe in this from the start and failed to support it. Well, they gave it 8 years of development, Stella. 8 years. They poured over $200 million into this game. PlayStation really was hinging a lot on its success, and they really did do everything they could to make this go. It just didn't go. And at some point, like when you have 0 players, when you have an online-only game, and you've got less than 50 players on Steam, they can't even get a match going. I mean, that's insane. You can't leave that open. You can't let that fester, because it's not like more people are going to come on once they know nobody's playing a game. It's going to be quite the opposite. It's going to be even less. That number is going to go down to 0, and then you have a full support team in place for a game nobody's playing. So not believing in something just doesn't even register into this sort of thing. You had to take it offline at this point. You had to remove it because the game was a complete train wreck, complete disaster. Now, they knew this going in. This was happening with the beta test when they were failing to get players at that point. People did not react well to seeing all the woke content in here, all the pronouns, all the politics tags on Steam. They hated it, and they're rejecting this in every form of media because we're just sick of being lectured to by people like Parallax Stella here. Because it's been years and years of them calling us racist and sexist and bigots just because we don't want to play a stupid game and we don't want to get this kind of content thrown in our faces all the time. Leave us the hell alone. Let us play our games that we want. But they can't do that at IGN. IGN and Kotaku are all about being activists. They're not about gamers. They hate gamers. Every game that goes well, IGN and Kotaku and the like go out and lambast. Every game that goes poorly, that's part of their agenda, they claim is the best game ever. It's really sad. The bigots are ruining gaming, etc. You see how it goes. They hate gamers. They hate actual video games. None of these people actually play. Maybe, Stella, if you and your people out there actually played this game and were actually on Concord rather than complaining about it on Twitter, it might still be here today. But you don't actually put your money where your mouths are. It's all about clout and access for people like this, and that's all that goes on. Very funny. So, obviously, at this point, the game is gone. Obviously, there's not much there. Having 0 players for, quote, 6 months would have been absolutely absurd, and PlayStation is not stupid enough to lose that kind of money in this situation. They're giving away refunds at this juncture because they know that it's just completely over. So on April 21st, 2023, they purchased Firewalk Studios. They said they wanted to define a new generation of live service experiences for PlayStation gamers. Absolutely crazy. Led by a world-class team, highly experienced, deeply passionate, creating exceptional multiplayer games that foster the memorable shared experiences. This is the CEO of Sony. So, absolute liar, IGN. He added, I'm confident the studio's upcoming project will be a robust addition to PlayStation Studios' portfolios, and its live service technology expertise will be instrumental in helping grow PlayStation's reach. The head of PlayStation Studios gave the similar praise. They said, we're thrilled to expand upon our collaborative relationship at Firewalk Studios and formally welcome the team to PlayStation Studios. We had the privilege of working with Probably Monsters for Firewalk for several years, and our teams share the same ambition to create meaningful experiences for gamers. Firewalk's innovative approach to connected storytelling and its commitment to high-quality gameplay continues to exceed our expectations. I think the fans will be pleased to see that Firewalk has in store for them. But this is the new trend these days. The complaint by these people is really starting to amp up. You're seeing it on Star Wars: The Acolyte as well, that there's whole campaigns out there saying that, like, you know, Disney's ruining Star Wars by not believing in The Acolyte. That's a big thing that's happening as well in the media today, believe it or not. And it's something that is the cope that these people are dealing with, because they were supposed to have all the control. They were supposed to control the message. They were supposed to control the culture. They're seeing that slip away because they pushed so far and so hard with their woke DEI agendas with all this stuff that they are just turning off customers left and right. All of their institutions are failing. All of their media institutions are failing as well. We've seen layoffs going on at BuzzFeed, Kotaku, and the like this year as well. And it's going to get even worse for them because people are just rejecting the nonsense, rejecting the lies that they keep spouting, rejecting the terrible games, the terrible movies, and the terrible TV shows that they keep putting out. And it's a glorious, glorious thing. I love watching these people take L's and complain on the internet. They're mad at us, and we just got to keep going. You guys will keep winning as long as we just don't buy these games. That's all we have to do. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to back the Hidden Emperor. Support real art in the industry. Appreciate you guys for being there. We'll be back soon.